On the farm, sometimes things break down, and after 17 years, the oven is finally given up. It's not keeping its temperature well. I've replaced a couple of the burners in it. We're down to thermometers and motherboard, so it's time to take it apart. And a lot of people say this is difficult to do. I don't find it that difficult. I saved the light bulbs out of it. I took the heating elements out of it. The doors come off easy to make it a lot lighter. And without the heating elements in it and the lights in it, it's pretty easy to unscrew the convection fan off the back. And I think I can even repurpose this. Couple screws on the sides, some decorative trim that came off, and we were able to just yank this thing out, shut the breaker off, and disconnect the power to it, which was really just a simple 4-wire connection. Common white, a ground wire, and then the black and the red. So it really came out quite smoothly, folks. Probably weighs about, with the doors off it and stuff, probably about 150 pounds at most. And as you can see, we kept taking it apart, and that's because we wanted to repurpose it. Now, if I had somebody bring in and install the oven, they charge me $200 to get it here and install it, and then they charge me 100 and some bucks to get rid of the old one. So I'm saving $300, plus I'm going to turn this into something down the road. It's just a matter of time. So while my family and my farmhand here, Owen, take it all apart to make it easier for us to dispose of safely and ethically, things really went smooth. The other thing that was nice is this is a standard 50-inch by like 24 by 30-inch double oven by Whirlpool, so we were able to go to Menards and literally pick one up. It's not that difficult. It's a very common size, and we were able to get it for a reasonable price. You can get a double oven these days. It appears to be for about, $1,900 to $2,500, depending upon what you want to pay for. And this one again served its purpose. We're really happy with as long as it went. There's 7 to 8 of us any given night here on the farm eating. We cook with this thing all the time. It's done numerous things over the years. It's had its issues here and there with a few spills and bubbling overs and everything else, but it's really held up well, so congrats. I hope we get the duration out of the new one too. But again, we took it all apart, took the motherboard off it, took the electrical off it, took the fiberglass insulation off around it, took the panels off. That way I could dispose of things properly through the municipalities correctly. And as far as the oven boxes go themselves, I've got ideas, and I was thinking about it at this point as I was taking it apart, what I was actually going to do with those. And I wasn't 100% sure, but there's going to be a related video coming up once I get them all cleaned up and so forth. So at this point in the game, we've almost got it apart, and you can see how they put the box inside the cabinet. The new one is a little bit deeper. It needs a 1/2 inch more. So I decided to inset the box into the wall properly so that I could always fit the newer models in. And we didn't realize that quite until we put the new one in. But as we cleaned it all up and slid the new one in place, we're like, oh yeah, we're going to have to change that a little bit. So it's nothing bad. It was just the way they did it. Instead, now we've got it flushly mounted in there, which is probably the better way of doing it. It's still in the original metal box. We didn't change any of that. We just got it in mounted next to the stud in the wall instead of in the actual cabinet itself to give us more room. The reason there's a pause here is because we're getting it out of the vehicle, we're getting it unwrapped and brought in. It's about 20 degrees outside, so we are doing this when it's cold. Minnesota is in spring mode, don't get me wrong. We are on spring on the farm, but it's still kind of cold out. So taking this apart took us a little longer than I wanted, so I apologize for the delay here. But you can see how the cabinets are. You can see it's really easy just to lift it up and bring it in. So here comes in the new one. We just walked it in with a couple straps. Without the doors on it, I don't know what it weighs, but with the doors, they said it was 205 pounds. But boy, taking out the doors, taking out all the oven racks, it really wasn't that bad for the two of us to do. We wired it up. It came with its own wire harness again, so basically it's like 4 of those little wire nuts is all you got to do and put it in the box. It's not the hardest thing to wire up, folks. Take the directions off it and lift it up and put it in place. But again, this is when we figured out that the box was going to stop us from going all the way back. We tried to do some manipulation a couple times, then we realized, we're just going to have to move that box. It's not the worst thing in the world. We just cut the back of the cabinet open to get to the sheetrock wall and then mounted it flush in there, and it worked it worked really good. You know, as far as electrical goes, I thought it would be more complex. I really did. You know, a lot of people online say, you know, don't install your own oven. It's too difficult to figure out. Really, guys, it's not that hard. It went in slick, especially if you've already got the oven already there and you're taking out and replacing. I'd say the biggest thing is just making sure you have enough people to help you lift it in place. The total install, it took us about maybe 15, 20 minutes to get it unwrapped and into the house. To take apart the old one took us about 45 minutes to take it out and then disassemble it down. Now, you don't have to normally do that if you wanted to pay somebody to take it away. But we did it because we're going to repurpose some of the things in it. We're going to obviously hang on to the screws, and we're going to repurpose the ovens themselves, and we're even going to repurpose the oven grates. Those will be videos to come, but the reality is it went out really smooth. And then, you know, so 45 minutes there, another 15, 20 to get it in. So we're a little over an hour into this at this point. And because I had to redo the flush mounting in here of the box, that took me about another 30 minutes. So I'm just shy of about 2 hours to get this thing in place. I did not think that was bad, folks. For saving well over $100 install fee and a well over about $100 takeaway fee, I saved $300 on it. I get my bride an oven back in place where she can work and get used to it again, because everybody's got to get used to their oven. No two ovens cook the same. I get it. But it was easy to get done today, and we're real appreciative of it. This oven's got some fancy features, like it supposedly does Wi-Fi and it works with your phone. I gotta be honest, my bride, she's just not gonna do that. She's a button pusher. She's just gonna use it on the wall and make it work. So after I got the box inset and moved into the wall properly so that it was good, and I get the cover back on it and get it all wired back up here, it was time to stick it back in. And then when we stuck it back in, we just had to put a couple screw mounts in it to hold it in place so it can't tip out, and then put the grates in, and then put the doors on. And then we actually cooked in it with no food in it for about 10 to 15 minutes just to get any smells and stuff out of it, kind of get it cleaned up. So here we are, we're just trying to fit it in just perfect, make sure we don't got any wires stuck or anything like that. Even though the wire's in a metal tube back there, I didn't want it pinched or anything, so we just made sure it all went in right. It actually went really smooth. We were pretty happy. We did a couple little churns just to kind of make sure it's right. I really wanted to make sure I wasn't pinching this metal cord here in the back, so made sure it came up the top, which ended up being the best way of doing it. Everybody helped out, pitched in. What I thought would be an all-afternoon job was just a couple hours, and it was done. Pushed it in nice and tight, got it on, got the doors on it, put the grates in it, and got it up and running. It was wonderful. I loved it. And again, for 17 years, what more can I ask for an appliance that's fed 7 to 8 people in this farmhouse for years? So we cleaned it up a bit, put on the little guards, and tested it out, got used to the push button and stuff, and kind of cleaned up the doors. And here it is, folks, completely functional, installed ourselves oven. It works absolutely fantastic. It's a nice little whirlpool. By the time we get said and done, I got probably about $2,600 into it. I think, it served its purpose, and this new one hopefully will go the distance too. It's sure pretty and clean inside right now. It'll never be that clean again. It's got more racks than the old one. It's got double convection, which is what she likes. So it should work out well, folks. Like and follow along. It's the only way our channel can survive and stay alive in this day and age. And we appreciate it, folks. But also like and follow along, because we're going to use and repurpose the oven grates for another project. And we're going to also take these ovens. We're going to take these light sockets out of the back. We're going to take this temperature probe off it. And we're going to repurpose this too. This isn't going to go to waste. This thing's already got holes in the bottom. I get that. So it's probably going to go into garden world. But either way, this stuff's going to get used. I think this is fantastic. Thanks for watching, folks. Please like and subscribe and follow us.